Ashley Madison. Not what I want, guys. Voice actor.
What?
The number one search when I type in Ashley on Google is Ashley Madison still around.
It's still around? I thought they got like sued into oblivion.
Kimberly Brooks.
I don't know who that is.
Yo, don't worry, we're gonna go through it. Come on.
It's a good place for an ambush. Keep your
Because
guard up.
how about this way?
You what?
That's not what it. Oh. God, they look like Chimera like that.
God, they're still alive.
What did
Ew.
the death do to them?
So she was Laura in the new Voltron for the new Voltron for Netflix, which was good. If you like yourself a mecha and a Power Ranger like mecha, it's a good one. I like it. I like how you don't even try to figure out what's going on with that.
With what?
With these people, you're just like, just not.
Well, I mean,
kill
they
them all.
attacked me, so.
Oh, okay. You didn't play Dragon Age. You don't like Dragon Age as much, do you?
I tried to get into it multiple times, and I just could not.
That's fine. I went from a stage where I really liked high fantasy, and I still do, but I think this sci-fi fantasy, like, because I love the fact that this is like a, it's very Star Trek, but everything feels more established and further on down the line. Like Star Trek goes with Prime Directive.
I never watched Star Trek.
We can talk about some Star Trek. Yeah, Star Trek. Like, if you want to get into it, I would say just go watch Next Generation. It's weird, but it's good.
Got you.
'Cause it has some like really weird episodes, like time warp, almost wiping out humanity, ignoring Prime Directive so you can sleep with a cave woman.
Nice.
And it's one of those things where if someone were to be like, "Hey, let me talk to you about this," and they say something, it's like, okay, well, which season or which Star Trek is it? It's
right.
It's like I think in one of them, like the captain is just very like, I'm a slime ball, like scuzzy male, and like
Who, you?
no the
Oh.
main character. Look, I like my blue women.
Don't
I grew
talk about yourself
I
like
grew
that.
up with Star Wars and Twi'leks, so like I have a preference for our romance option. I'm looking for stuff that she was in, and I'm trying to find stuff that I'm like, you would know this, so that's why it's taken me a moment. But she is in a lot of different things. Oh, she was in Promare.
What is that?
Trigger, the studio that did.
Cyberpunk?
Yes, they did a firefighting anime called Promare.
Oh, like firefighters. Okay.
Yeah,
Got you.
not Fire Force.
What is that?
Another fire.
The other firefighting anime.
But it's something different. Is he already kind of cybernetic here?
They were supposed to, like.
Whoa! What's with the arm?
Saren, what are you doing here?
The council thought you could use some help on this one.
You don't look okay.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
Gunshot.
What is that? Off in the distance.
Okay, that's a really, really cool. Oh God, that is a really cold. And the thing is, like, hey, why did you not notice his arm?
I think what was supposed to happen before it got cut is that Saren was supposed to be more and more cybernetic as the game went on.
Oh, okay.
So that.
So now, all right. So this is gonna bring up, like, because you know me, I like me a story, and that's one of the reasons why we play these RPGs is because stories are really cool.
Yes, it is.
4 tropes. So for those of you who don't know out there, trope is literally a twist in a rope, or a common thing that you see in a lot of stories, hence a story trope. So Yeah, trope.
Oh, is that like an actual word?
Like, yeah, it's the actual, the trope or all the little twists in a chord.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, just one of those things I can... Look, I have to justify my degree somehow. That $40,000.
I know words.
That $40,000 needs to show somewhere. That's the only reason Mrs. Play let me. That's not true. Mrs. Play is super supportive, unless I say I want to voice act.
Oh man, that's rough.
By the way, you should totally watch the first couple episodes of when we start putting out Paper Mario this week.
Why?
I think you might, because we voice act horribly.
Oh, wonderful.
It has no
Nobody moves a muscle until we know who you are.
Yeah, there's no voice acting.
no voices. So
You have to
it's-
make the voices yourself.
It like Mario kind of comes out in everyone's voice at points.
Oh my god.
It's
We've been hiding ever since that ship first showed up.
Mrs. Play sends me a message. I can hear you guys in the office.
Oh my god. I'm like 2 floors up.
Saw it in
Jesus.
I stream at 3 o'clock in the morning on Thursdays to like to get my like my time in to do it. And she never hears me. So I doubt you know that.
Till she did.
Yeah.
They could have had a fighting chance. Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon?
All right, Promare.
farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
What else can you tell me
I
about
was
the
too
ship?
busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
Already talking about two.
Hello.
It was probably trying
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through
Oh,
my
Bobby.
skull.
She is the female Brotherhood of Steel characters in Fallout 4.
Who?
Ashley.
Okay.
I have to go.
I haven't played that game in a while. Did you watch the Fallout show?
I've watched parts of it.
I started it. We started it last night. I saw the
You gotta
first
learn when
episode.
to
How are you liking it?
Well, I've only saw the first episode. Still plenty of time to disappoint.
I'd be surprised if it disappointed you.
Really?
Do you like Fallout?
I do.
It has no real continuity with the rest of it.
Right. I know that.
It's so much later down the line that it doesn't matter.
Right.
Greedy bastard.
The Stinger's great at the end.
The Stinger?
You were running
Yeah,
to check on
the Stinger's like the
guys.
thing that they get you at the end, like, ha, like, sequel or
got
new
you,
season.
got you.
They do a really good thing with that. But the way the characters are designed is each person that you meet
Mhm.
is a protagonist.
Yeah, how they were setting that up in the first episode. I noticed that.
And
yeah.
I thought it was really, really good. The first episode, like,
Yeah.
and like I'm watching it, and Mrs. Play's kind of like, all right, like this is really gross, and it's like, yep,
Yeah.
this is the point.
There was a couple of points where I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I just had it in my pocket.
And it's like none of that weird cousin stuff. That's not how we
Yeah.
keep. And you're like, oh, well, this is just accepted.
Yeah.
This is.
And-
And obviously you're going like this, like, well, I mean, you've been alone for a couple hundred years now, so
Uh-huh.
this makes a lot of sense.
My wife was like, blah blah blah, fucking your cousin. I was like, oh okay, I did pick up on that correctly.
Okay.
Got you.
Would you rather be a snitch or a corpse?
Powell. His name's Powell.
No honor among thieves.
That's all I know, really.
Wow.
So let's try to keep things friendly from here on in, okay?
No.
I have to go.
Goodbye.
Good luck.
So I have to ask, do you have a romance option in particular you go for?
Yes, but it's only available in the second and third game.
Tali?
No, Garrus.
Oh. Well, because you play as a lady.
Yes.
That's fair.
Um,
How old were you when these games were coming out?
I think the first one came out in 08, so I was 12,
Okay.
and I didn't play them until I was probably 16.
Oh, so you dodged a lot of the weird, creepy stuff.
Yeah.
Like the people getting Garrus. You know how like people get the waifu pillows?
Oh no, that's recent.
The Garrus waifu
Yes,
pillow,
Yes, they have Rex ones too, and Tally.
where it's like, but they would go out with cardboard cutouts for dinner.
Oh god.
Oh god, there are stories in Reddit and pictures.
I've.
So, fun fact, we get to announce this now, and this is just going to keep Nick on the spot. Wrong button. We'll be back at MagFest this year. There will be 2 of us. It won't just be Mark and I, who's like our resident anime expert on there. But Nick will be there. So I get to show you all the weird, fun stuff that is at MagFest.
Oh, good.
It's an alternate convention,
Right.
so they have some stuff. It's much more toned down than I remember being when I was younger, but it could also have been that I was a sheltered kid.
How long has that been around?
Oh god, years. Yeah, it's been around for a while. It's been at the Gaylord for a while. But as soon as tickets come available, I'll purchase those and get our hotel room.
Cool.
And then I figured we'd meet up here and then just drive up.
Got you.
But it's a 24-hour convention. Last year I got a really cool upgrade.
Upgrade?
Oh, I didn't tell you that story, did I?
What do you mean an upgrade?
For my room.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. You did tell me about that.
So for you guys that don't know, MagFest is held at the Gaylord. I was trying to walk in. I just got off work. I was a little tired. I wanted a Red Bull. I just wanted to know where to go to registration, and the signs weren't accurate. So I went to the Gaylord, and I was like, walked to the front desk, and I was like, "Hey, your ATM is really confusing in this." And the person like,
your ATM confuses me.
oh, it's fancy.
A Turian? You know him?
He's a Spectre. He was with us at the normal.
The
Something's
ceiling's
moving
coming down.
over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
I like the way you hid behind those crates during the fight. Really helped us out. Thanks a lot.
Me? But I'm just a dock worker. I don't even have a weapon.
Wow, you are really harsh.
I saw what
Yeah,
happened to that Turian.
you're like
The
really
other one
mean in
shot
this
him.
one.
What the hell are you talking about?
There were two Turians here. Your friend and another one he called Saren.
Like mean, bordering on racist sometimes.
Your friend seemed to relax.
I
He let
is
us
that
go.
just towards other species or okay?
Saren killed him.
Wait, you can't romance Garrus in this one, even as a female?
No.
Okay.
The only
It's not
3
like he
romances
seen me
there
behind
are
the
is
crates.
Caden for female shepherd, Ashley for male shepherd, and Liara for both.
Guess who we're going for?
No one.
Liara?
No, I'm not gonna cheat on her.
Not gonna cheat on Liara?
No.
I'm playing the second game. You know who I'm going for in the second game?
Liara.
Yeah.
You can't romance her in the second one.
What?
She's not. She's only in the second one through DLC.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's
All I
okay.
remember is that the blue butt caused a lot of
That guy Saren
controversy.
died.
For no reason. Yeah.
Right after he killed your friend.
Yep.
Wow, I'm learning so much. And the only reason I really want to play the second one is because of how prominent of a role that Martin Sheen plays in it. And Martin Sheen's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
And I just,
He kind of killed it.
he really
Behind the
does.
crates, I'd be dead too.
And third one too, actually.
Contact here on the docks for the smuggling ring.
What?
So,
No.
if you guys enjoy this and Nick is happy with it, hopefully we're recording these a little bit more regularly.
Hope so.
Will be the plan. We'll figure something out.
Out.
Whether I have to stay up super late some nights or figure out what we're gonna do.
Anything hidden nearby that we could
the,
use against the Geth?
The goal will be to probably go through all of these, including if you would like to go through what's it called?
Andromeda.
Andromeda.
For the military orders.
You greedy son of
Maybe.
a-
It
Oh.
plays really
We're
well.
out here
That
trying
one,
to
like,
protect your sorry ass,
gameplay
and
is
all you can
through the
think about
roof
is
on
how
that
you can
one.
rip us off?
Story
I never thought you'd
I played it
actually
twice
be
and I still don't
an
think I know what
agent.
happens
We're
in
not
it.
attacking
Okay,
crime,
yeah.
we're just about
Yeah,
to
and
get
because they just announced the
How
new
was I
new one.
supposed to know?
Hand over
but yeah.
those grenades now.
They're yours. Take them. My smuggling days are over, I swear.
Oh, so he was a.
We need to find
Smuggler.
that beacon before it's too late.
I'm here
Take
for it.
the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
Wow, so you were just like super curt with him, and he's like, I'm out.
Pretty much. Apparently I got something.
So I'm gonna let you know. What
I
it's
got
gonna be really funny. The game's gonna be like the first game's gonna happen. I know how the second game starts,
Yeah.
and so it's gonna be like, why does Shepard? Oh, Shepard has a TBI. That's why she's so nice and she's like slower now. Like not slower, but she's like more deliberate with what she's saying. it's it's gonna be the TBI,
Damn.
and then it's gonna be one of those things where the third game's gonna come around, and it's
Like,
gonna be like,
oh yeah, she remembered
she
herself
remembers
again.
who
Yeah.
she was.
A bitch.
Wow, he looks like he is like he was like gliding there for a second, like he was running, and the physics weren't really hitting really hard. You are really mopping up. I now see why you chose what you did.
Yeah.
So I watched I watched the first game get beat by Wooly versus
Uh-huh.
because they played it differently. They had Red and Blue Shepard is how they did it. The first name was Red. It was Red Shepard,
Okay.
and he was massive. It was the other guy that did it.
Got you.
And he was a massive, and so they did like red and blue like Pokemon,
Uh-huh.
and so when Wooly was playing for the sequel, it was Blue Shepard, and they did a really cool for the DLC of the third game, where the clone Shepard comes in. So Red Shepard came back for the third game because they switched over to the other guy on the couch, but they
Gotcha.
modded in the character that they made from the second game So it canonically felt really good because it was like, oh, why is this Shepard differently? And it's like, oh, that Shepard was like a weird. I don't know. It was good.
I missed. Oh god. Damn. Okay.
Wow, he coup de grace you.
Gave me the business.
He did. I'm still impressed, like, on Insanity, how well you are. Not saying like you wouldn't do well, but I just assumed that it would have like Halo levels of bullshit.
No, it's not. It's just enemies have more resistances, more health, do more damage.
Yeah, but nice. Do you have a sci-fi setting that you, I guess, would you enjoy the most?
What do you mean?
So like some people are like, I like Doom. I've gotten really into 40K recently.
Oh.
Again, I do love me some 40K. Mass Effect's really good. I like Halo. I like Gears. I guess from mine, I like when they do where humans like they're bigger and bulkier because we hit hard.
Yeah.
And we defend ourselves because it's not like the super sleek, you know.
Right.
I like the big boss, not necessarily the Raiden type of armor. Raiden's cool armor, but I like it when it's like a little bit
bulkier. Yeah.
Yeah, when it feels like we are.
Power armor is always fun.
Power armor is, and sometimes I'm like I don't always know which power armor. Or if I just like when we wear like that just looks like modern modern body armor, but just heavier with more.
Yeah. Like those are yeah.
Wow, those headshots.
Okay.
Patching you up.
Getting tired of dying. Wow. Shoot where they're gonna be, not where they are.
Look at that bloom. We'll probably we will get back and finish Halo as well. For those of you who are waiting for the next Halo LP, we're just in a massive RPG arc.
We went through 1, 2, and 3 so far, right?
Yep, we gotta do ODST, Reach 4, 5, and 6, or and Infinite.
Oh, I was like, there's a 6 now?
Well, technically.
Did you ever play Infinite?
No. I know you said it was really good. I've heard good things about it.
It played well. I could not tell you what the fuck happened in that game.
See, now we're gonna play this. I'm gonna be like, I wonder if I want to go pick up the.
There were a lot of brutes. I remember that.
Yeah. So we'll play this and like maybe go buy the books, or I have a Kindle. Read the books on the Kindle.
The Mass Effect books.
Yeah, it's like I read all the Gears of War books, all the Splinter Cell books,
Halo books.
I haven't read the newer ones, but yeah, I read the original like 8.
Damn, how many are there?
I think like 14,
Jesus.
16 now. I think there's only like 3 or 4 for this one. All I know is that
I think there is 4.
There's a guy in the third one who is like the most fan fiction. This is what my character would be like if I wasn't Shepard.
In the third book.
In the third game, he's not in any other games, and he's like a sleeper agent for Cerberus.
You talking about Kai Lang?
Yes.
No.
I've heard. Apparently, he has some lines in the book where he likes to eat cereal in people's houses that he invades to let them know that this is his house
like
now.
A dick. He's voiced by Troy Baker, and that's the only good thing about him.
Is that early Troy Baker? Or no, that was after
like
Uncharted, right?
2012 Troy Baker.
Yeah, that's prime Troy Baker. Ooh. Wow. Those guys have glass jaws.
Strong shields, weak health, yeah.
Does punching go through shields?
Yes. And in this game, Biotics does too. But in the second and third games, you have to strip shields and armor.
Huh. So, shields work in a very weird way in Star Wars.
Okay. She died.
The droidekas, which are the destroyers, rolly ball ones.
Oh, those are cool, yeah.
They got a Lego for those. I'm thinking.
I know, yeah.
I have one Lego Star Wars thing that I love.
That?
And that's, huh?
Is it that?
No, it's I have BD from the. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, I have BD1. He's down there on the bottom. He's just chilling right there.
Oh, he's behind the lamp. I
Yep.
didn't see him.
He's right next to the tall neck from Horizon. Which, by the way, if you want another fun game to play, I think Horizon's free right now on the PS Plus.
Interesting.
That's a fantastic.
The first one, or
the first one, yeah. First one's really good. There are only 2 right now, or 3 if you count the VR game.
Oh.
Which, from what I hear, has a good story, and it's just its own like good story. But wow, you are. So this might just be a speed run, apparently. I'm remembering all the LPs I've watched of this. I've watched like 4 or 5, and I'm just watching you like. You know the game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I am with Resistance. That's how I am with some Splinter Cells. Like just like, yep, go here, slide, do this. I do all these like cool little tricky thingies. It's not just the masterful of edits, but so in Star Wars they have the droidekas when they're fighting them, especially, and it gets confirmed in Star Wars: The Clone Wars. They're like, hey, if you shoot at them, the shield reacts to high velocity.
That's how it works in this too.
I love that.
I do too. So like the way the shields work is, because these aren't like traditional bullets. These are these are like chips of metal being propelled to like a
yeah, like
fraction
you
of the
literally
speed of
put a
light.
heat sink in there,
You
and
put
it
a
uses,
block of metal in there, and it just shears off little bits.
and because it fires like using Mass Effect relay preferences
Yep.
is how you get that. But they changed that in the second one to.
Well, I mean, the thing is the same, but instead of like having it like be an internal heat sink that cools off over time, like in the first game, you just like they're ejectable ones.
But
so that's your ammo system.
But even over time, like it would have to go away eventually. Here, you'd eventually have to use all the metal.
Oh yeah. You would just, but that's like thousands and thousands of rounds of ammunition.
The gun would break before that would
pretty
run
much, yeah. But yeah, the shields work, so like they'll come online like when something comes at you fast, but it won't like push a chair away if you're trying to sit.
Okay, so you didn't read the Halo books. So the Halo books, they talk about how they have to adjust the shields in that, because when they have the shields on in the Mjolnir armor, and they're like, if I was trying to pick up the remote, the shield would push it away. So they like turn it down on the gloves, and they have to turn it down on the bottom of their feet, because when they first equip it, they're trying to walk, they slip because it's a rounded shield.
Oh shit!
And it's one of those things where you're like, it's like this. Oh, this is kind of cool, but also like, really? This is your problem?
You didn't iron that out like in the prototype staging?
Well, the Mjolnir, the suit that Master Chief wears is actually still a prototype.
Isn't like 4 though?
No, the original one's 2 or 3.
In original what?
The original Halo, his big bulky suit.
Right. That's
So-
Mjolnir 2.
It's like Mjolnir 2 or 3, because when they're training, the guards that were the guys that were training them were wearing the original Mjolnir, which was like a loader power suit. So like more like that. And Halsey walks out and goes, "Why do you have my recruits in that? That's going to slow them down." And the trainer goes, "That's not for them. That's to keep our people alive." Because they were punching it with their fists and denting it. And they were accidentally killing some of the people. So they were putting them in these old things. And they said, oh, we'll put them in the Mjolnir armor, because the way that worked is like, you know how it's like, I don't go, I'm touching you, I just reach out and do it? That's how the armor is supposed to work. But because you're wearing the armor, your body goes, oh, I need to raise my arm. And you're thinking it, and the suit's going, raise your arm, but you're not prepared for it. And so it raises your arm so fast and hard that it like rotates it at the shoulder cuff and just yeah. And that's why they
are kind of like synced up to your brain, right?
Yeah. So Master Chief, like everything's reinforced, and they train them, and they're like, hey, just move your fingers. Don't think. If you think about it, you're gonna break your fingers.
Break all your fingers off.
But it's just like, and that's how he gets control of it, because for him it's the extra. Yeah, I like the concept. I love the power armor concept and ideas.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something
So-
must have activated it.
Who are the
Roger,
Protheans?
Normandy, standing by.
A race that died out.
Oh no.
50,000 years prior.
Oh no.
They were like the dominant species of their day. And in the third game, you actually recruit one who's been in stasis for like 50,000 years. So basically that. the ones who came before.
No, don't touch it. It's too...
So, we'll wait till the cutscene plays out because
This is a long cutscene, so say what you're gonna say.
my question was going to be like so in Halo, the Forerunners, right?
Mhm.
You learned that when the Forerunners fired the Halos after losing the Flood, they kind of sent us. They held humanity back.
Not an achievement, apparently.
Oh yeah, you got a trophy.
Say that again.
They held humanity back, and told humanity to like not be as.
Oh, it's Matriarch Benezia.
Oh, that's Yara's mom.
She's the best. I mean, best.
I was like you're wearing. You know what it makes me think of? It makes me think of like Chronicles of Riddick.
I've never seen, read, watched.
Never
whatever.
watched either
Nope.
of those? Do you have Netflix?
Mhm.
Throw on Netflix.
Hmm.
It's Vin Diesel being Vin Diesel, but with space aliens.
Oh, really?
And the knife scene is really cool. And once the knife scene happens,
Just grab that bitch by her face.
This human must be.
is that supposed to be like he's not really in control? Is that looks like it was trying to do that because she was even shocked.
Yeah.
Okay.